Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we are going to be heading back to Explorer to play something a little bit at odds with the past couple of decks that we've been playing. We are playing Azorious Control. This is a build um, with Lotus Field, so we're running a couple of cards that can sort of exploit that and let us pop off. That's some crazy stuff like this Tail's End. Granted, here doesn't necessarily do anything, but this hand is alright. Right, we have Censor, Tail's End, Fateful Absence, and the Foretell and Behold the Multiverse. Like, all this stuff is playable below, too. So, that's quite nice. We need to establish... Okay. It's an elf deck. Right? Nope. They attacked with the elf first, which is weird. Mana Confluence. Sure. That dies. I mean, go ahead, play another elf. I kind of care, but I also kind of don't care. I would like to flash this in, but I kind of feel like we have to make the 1/1 and draw the card, try and hit our land drop this turn. We didn't. Yay! Die. We die! How did our opponent kill us? It's a little hyperbolic to say we die, but it's very bad for us. Boat! Nope! Goodbye! That boat can go run itself up on some rocks or some shit. That boat needs to go. It's just such an annoying card. And in case you couldn't tell, I really don't feel like playing the grindiest games today. That's fine. Foretell that. Oh, they saw Search again. This is so silly. Like, everyone brings in hearse and this nonsense against graveyards because they're so scared of Search for Escanta, and I'm like, I have a grand total of 3 cards in my deck that care about the graveyard. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter, because Unlicensed Hearse is just broken anyway. If your opponent has any graveyard synergies at all, Unlicensed Hearse is ridiculous. And another hearse. Obviously not ideal there, but it is what we've got, so it is what we get. Yeah, just pass here. It's more important to hold up the removal spell than anything. Oh, that's cute. Oh, we can account. We can show that. Let's pop the hearse.
This isn't a fight. No time for a break.
Oh, look. Another card that answers your 5/4. Go Proctor. Actually, we should have just upticked Teferi to start. There's no reason to do it like that. And we take advantage of the rule that says you can decline to pay. Decline. Yeah, that's fine. That's not. And this is where our deck gets absolutely ridiculous. This is unlikely to be useful, so let's put it in the bin. Draw a card, pick this up.
Let's skip to the good part.
Untap our stuff. Hazoret. They're gonna crew with Hazoret. We're gonna go face. I'm gonna drop in a Wandering Emperor.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
And fire up my Hollow Storm Giants because I can do that. This is just a Gruul aggro deck. I mean, we have Runic Shot, we have Authority of the Consuls against them. Dovin's Veto is not particularly useful. And like, Narset's not that great. Really, game? Really? You're gonna do this to me now? Oh my... Okay, fine. We'll keep this. This is not good, but it's fine. That'll go to the bottom. Maybe just... No. Yeah, maybe Deserted Beach, yeah. Oh, that's great. That's actually really good because now we can do the Lotus Field trick. Oh no. Our opponent shocked us. All right, we got to put our MLG gamer mode on, so yay! Ramp in Azorious. Oh look, it's a chariot. No, we're gonna do this. No, we're not. We're gonna do... See, I was thinking we would try to Doomscar... Okay, here's what we can do here. We can foretell this. And pass the turn. Hopefully they come in and try and hit us with the chariot on their turn. And don't hit us with anything else that's nasty. Basically, the Wandering Emperor can deal with the chariot, and then Doomscars will clean up whatever's left. Hearse, okay.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming. You're done.
And now we pop the Doomscar. we can drop in the Proctor and tick up the Emperor on it. They have this thing come in for 3. Our mana is a little awkward, but it's way ahead of where it should be, so...
Remember your training.
Yeah. And then, like, if they crack in with the lands, they are losing something of value. That, however... is quite frustrating for us. Well, I'll make a 2/2.
Guards, to me.
And pass the turn. I don't know why it stopped on their upkeep there. Might have clicked by accident, but I didn't think I did. You gonna fire up a bunch of bananas? Okie dokie. I attack with the chariot. Copy that. We double block because that's something I'm allowed to do. That's fine. Both of these are not useful right now. Our Strict Proctor just died, so very much not looking for that. This Censor is way past its expiration date. Let's put that in the bin. That's a land. Okay, cool. We're going to play a Plains' land for turn. Yes. Well. I'm so sleepy. We're going to cash this in for a 2/2 here.
Years of training. For this, let your blade do the talking.
Authority is honestly kind of late. So we're never flipping a search if we get the search, but we've got one search. No sir. No chariots. Oh my gosh. They brought in so much to just screw with exactly that. Exactly search for Escanta. So we're probably going to field the giant, the Hydra. Get a clue. So we'll tap this for triple white. We will crack this. Field the lair. Get a blue source. Put the Mutavault away. Well past its expiration date. Alright, that's useful. This Clothis is a problem. We have March, which can deal with it, but that's an interesting decision. That means they have something that they want to do. So we get Wandering Emperor here. Runic Shot? Yeah. Wandering Emperor, Runic Shot. And there's no need to Fateful Absence here. We don't need to give them any more cards.
Hide from the world. Keep up the pace.
Okay, we're gonna lose this Memory Deluge. I was hoping to draw lands so that we could just Memory Deluge when they target with the Clothis and then block, but so we're gonna have 4 untapped after this. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to Runic Shot to take down. Yeah, we're gonna Runic Shot Kicked to take down this Lovestruck Beast. And really what we're looking for is okay. I mean, that was pretty much explicitly wrong, but you know, it is what it is. Stormseeker, sure. Trigger. Sure. Tradesies! Not even though, because
Kamigawa, and I've got the edge in this fight. This is what you get for hurting my people.
Hold that thought.
and now this Clothis is just gonna be too slow, yeah. See, one card that has to deal with the graveyard, that doesn't mean your opponent is on graveyard synergies. It doesn't mean that graveyard stuff is gonna ruin them. Okay, you want to bring in. Now, Clothis is a good one. Unlicensed Curses, maybe not so much, right? Clothis also being a clock that is very difficult to deal with for a deck that is... oof. Ugh. That was a bad hand. This is probably Fires. So, yeah. Fires. Never put the Deserted Beach to the bottom because we can play this island to start and then play Glacial Fortresses. Now, unfortunately, our opponent is first, which means they win the game. That's a little hyperbolic, but, you know, you get the idea. Now, this is Karuga, so we can... Oh, Fable. That's so dumb. So dumb. Proctor. Lotus Field. We're going to go to 1 billion mana in the next 2 turns. Off this Proctor. So, hopefully, that lets us get through this in a way that is disadvantageous for our opponent. Honestly, just not going to block. Like, what's the point? We save 2 life. If they've got a stomp, though, we lose the game. That's not worth it. I mean, it should tell them I have another one of these in hand. And then... what do we do? So we can Teferi, uptick, untap the Lotus Fields, and have 6 available, which is Otawara plus Behold. It's pretty nice, yeah.
I know my responsibility.
Let me just untap 2 lands and I'll have 6 mana available. What could they be cracking for here? Like Stomp? Fatal Push? Leyline Binding. Okay, yeah, no. Definitely should have seen that one coming, but...
We need to move quickly.
Oh. They also should have seen that coming. Yeah. Yeah, so what happened there, is... if we'd been playing that game in paper, I would have just missed my trigger and lost the game. But since we're not playing in paper, I didn't miss my trigger and our opponent lost the game. Because they made a play... Strict Proctor does a lot of stuff that you don't necessarily expect. I should have sideboarded there, but I'm just... yeah. Basically, a lot of stuff that you think of, that you conceptualize as, oh, this card does that, is actually, you know, some form of trigger, whether it be enters the battlefield or, well, what have you, right? A lot of enchantments and stuff. It's a triggered ability, which are usually pretty safe. Like, those things usually happen. If the spell resolves, those things happen, right? So, it's not... sort of wrong to think that way. Except when Strict Proctor comes into play, because Strict Proctor just shuts off things. Well, that's a Redain. Which is actually annoying. No. Sir, no. We're gonna pass here. And if they go to play Redain, we will flash in Wandering Emperor. We could go for Behold the Multiverse, actually, which might be correct, right? To try and dig to find a counterspell to deal with the Redain coming down. But I think Wandering Emperor make 2/2/2s is fine.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off. We must protect the people.
Or, you know, make a 3/3, whatever. Yeah, cool. Leyline Binding.
Until next time, then.
Glad that's out of your hand. And we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna tap out here and dump my hand, which is like the opposite of what you probably should be doing. But it just makes sense here to me to do all this stuff. Fires is bad. They can crack their fetch into Karuga and draw 3. They can play something else. Kenny G. Yeah. This bad. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take 5. What do you want from me? What's my top card? A Dovin's Veto. Now that would be great if the vast majority of what they were trying to do right now was not creatures. But it is creatures, so it's not good. Doom. And we hope we don't die. Dead. Right? Yeah, dead. I mean, we could make them find it, but we're dead. They can fire up Kenrith, give everything haste, and then put 2+1/+1 counters on their stuff. Because it's only 2 to put a +1/+1 counter on something. So red source here, green source, green source. We're dead. I'm struggling to think of what we do here to answer their stuff. Maybe our set's just not good. Most of the time, if they're drawing 8 billion cards, they're already drawing They're already winning. Like, they've resolved a... Well, Fable, I guess. I guess Narset's good against Fable, but we have other stuff that's good against Fable. This also isn't the nuts, but it's good. We're just going to run this out. Pass the turn to them. Hopefully just going to be able to censor whatever they do here. Yeah, boy, we got it. Free counterspell. We could stifle their fetch land. They go for it. We're going to absorb that. It's not a good play, okay? It's not. It's just a funny play. It's just a funny play. Please don't let me do it. Please just fetch now. Oh my god. Don't do it. Opponent, please. Don't make me have to choose. Oh, no, they played land. Okay. Doesn't make any sense at all anymore. No. They could... They are a deck that has blue in it. They could have... Mystical Dispute. And we do not want to leave them... we could have foretold there. But we're probably running that out this turn anyway. Never mind. I'm going to take advantage of my surprise stifle. We could foretell it, and then if we don't have to cast it this turn... Yeah, let's do it. Because if we can Fateful Absence instead. And then... Like, hopefully we can Fateful Absence instead. Fable... I mean, we don't have to counter Fable. That'll resolve. They buy Karuga. We're just going to pass here. They don't loot anything. No. That's problematic. And now we're out of counter spells, so this Karuga's a draw 2. Start to eat their stuff.
Finally, I'm home. Show them how we greet our enemies.
I mean, Leyline Binding is fine. Yeah. Opponent learned! Karuga draw 3. No, just another Fable. Because this is a fair and balanced game. Just totally cool. Totally okay. Not at all like our opponent has drawn totally insane. And I think we have to Fateful Absence this now. No, all the stuff is tapped, so they would have to. It's not till their end step that they can go pseudo infinite. I choose Doomscar here. Yeah. But if we hadn't done that, they could have chosen Fateful Absence, gone pseudo-infinite on... Well, I guess not their end step. It's not till our end step that it's really a problem. Block a real one. Reloads. Anything they can do here is probably not going to work for them, other than lands, obviously. Like, that I do not need. Yes. We're just holding on for dear life here. This flips. Trying to get them to commit. Two. We wait and see if they pay. They do not pay. They didn't care about the looting. So what is that? That's... So 3, 4, 5, 6, 79, 13. No, we died. We died. They drew really well, and we didn't. We didn't really get there. Having a lot of problems drawing good cards, good draws this evening. A lot of problems. So what I can say is that this deck works. It does work. I've played this a lot before, and I don't have the statistics on hand, but it does work. We have just had some very poor drawing this evening. Oh, joy! Joy! How likely is it that Censor's going to pay off? Probably higher than that Search for Azcanta works. So... and our opponents are just on the tightest play. Like, I don't know what you want from me, right? Okay.
Feel the energy of battle. Then I am almost sad to see you go.
So we main phase that because they were tapped out and they have protection spells in their deck, so now they have to send... Or they can just absolutely destroy us. Yeah,
I'm never done for good.
that's useless. Gotta go Strict Proctor. I mean, hold on. This is +3. I think we are just dead. This is 4 mana, so they can't put everything. Okay. 6. Yeah, we're dead. 79. That's a sorcery. Why did I scoop? Authority, runic shots, temporary lockdowns, essence scatter. Saw coming's too slow. Defense vetoes are actually too narrow. Like they just don't do it here. Probably actually, like, I don't really want to cut the sweeper, but I think cutting the sweeper is correct. And then we cut the hold for being too slow as well. Cutting the farewell, because farewell, like as a 6 mana sweeper, it's better when I mean, we might as well just attempt it. If they've got a protection spell, they have a protection spell, but Behold the Multiverse is too slow. That's a land. That's fine. But this is likely a draw where they have, okay, too many creatures and not enough spells. Like, they didn't play a protection spell on the Favored Hoplite, which
Run away. You'll be safer.
oh my god, okay, fine. Fine, you freaking win. I need a sweeper off the top here. And a land, because my sweeper costs 5. Oh, and they have another protection spell up. Because that's fair. That's the way this game works.
I guess that's it then. May your blade strike true.
I want it gone. They still, like, win the trade, but I want that gone. And getting 3 life is important.
Sorry I'm late.
World First removal spell.